Cozy Here With You by miloqu. Chapter 8. Damn it, idiot, you have me worried, said Bakugo. No one's point of view. Katsuki's eyes slowly opened, the light from the moon shining in. His head turned and he saw sleeping Mina and Denki cluttered under a big fluffy red blanket. To his other side, Shoto was laid just on the floor, his fingers slightly touching Momo's. Katsuki sat up with a grunt, looking around the room. Eijiro, he mumbled. Eijiro was nowhere to be seen, not a sign of him anywhere in the room. Maybe he left to go get his new blazer. He gulped and climbed to his feet, rubbing his eyes. 4 a.m., he said, looking at the clock. It was only 4 a.m. Eijiro should have been asleep like the rest of them. Katsuki looked at himself in the mirror. He was dressed in an oversized gray hoodie and some random long shorts. When did I get changed? He muttered, trying to remember all the events of the night before. Katsuki shrugged it off and grabbed a jacket, one marked with a skull. He put the jacket over his shoulders and walked out the door, rubbing his eyes. It's 4 a.m. Why am I up? He thought to himself, opening the door and leaving the room. The hallway was dark and empty. It was cold and eerie. Nothing but silence. He walked down the hallway, walking till he hit Eijiro's room. Kirishima, he muttered, opening the door. The door swung open to reveal an empty room, and an empty, messy room. Kirishima! Katsuki yelled, sprinting and rushing to Eijiro's room, breathing heavily. He pounded on Izuku's door. Deku! 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 His heart racing as his eyes brimmed with tears. Izuku opened the door slowly, an angry look on his face. What? Katsuki looked behind the curly-haired man to see a mess of a room. Kirishima, he's missing. Katsuki panicked, grabbing onto the smaller boy's shoulder. I don't know where he's gone, but he is. Calm down, Ka-chan, we'll find him, Izuku replied, now worried too. We'll go get a teacher. Where have you checked? I began walking down the hall. Well, he and some others stayed in my room last night, and I woke up and he was gone, so I went to check his room and he wasn't there. Just a total mess and an open window. Katsuki was breathing heavily. Only worry could fill his body. Mr. Aizawa! Izuku yelled, banging on Aizawa's door. The child teacher opened the door and looked down at the two. A look of annoyance spread across his face. What? He scoffed. Kirishima is missing, Izuku remarked. Aizawa's eyes widened. Call the police. I'll get looking for him in case he just fell asleep somewhere random. Get everyone up. And they did. The classmates of 1A were searching the whole UA campus, top to bottom, left to right, no sign of the redhead. It'll be okay, dude, Denki said, attempting to comfort the worried blonde next to him. How? My best friend, the person I freaking love, is just gone. Katsuki screamed, tears forming in his eyes. I can't find him. Tetsu rushed in, worried. She saw Katsuki on his knees on the floor, sobbing. Denki had a hand on Katsuki's shoulder. I'm sorry, Ribbit. I'm sure he's okay. If Mina ever went missing, Ribbit, I'd feel the same. Tetsu said, sitting down next to Katsuki. Is Mina your best friend? Denki asked, nervously. She knows about my crush on Kirishima, Denki. Katsuki scowled through the sobs. Oh. And I have feelings for Mina. She pulled her knees up to his chest, ashamed of herself. Oh my god, you two would be so cute together, Denki smiled. What, don't you like Mina? Tetsu asked. Nah, she's like my sister, Denki said. We're just mates, that's all. Oh, that's a relief. Tetsu sighed. The three looked for Eijiro in a group, deciding to take it upon themselves to look outside the school. A tired Katsuki muttered, looking over, seeing her red, messy hair, walking to them. It was now 10 a.m. in the morning. They'd been looking since 4:30 in the morning. Where were you? Katsuki screamed, rushing up and grabbing Eijiro's shoulder. Sorry, bro. I got a wine-off job for a little extra cash, and for held back a few hours. He grinned, showing his shocked teeth. Katsuki's eyes steamed and overflowed with tears. He took a deep breath and let out a cry, falling to Eijiro's chest. "Damn it, you idiot! You had me so damn worried!" he screamed, grabbing onto Eijiro's hoodie. Eijiro felt his eyes prick with tears as well, and he knew there was no holding back. "I'm sorry, Bakugos. I didn't mean to scare you," he sobbed, grabbing Katsuki. Katsuki stood up fully and pulled the slightly shorter male into his chest, taking a deep breath. "Do that again and I'll kill you." He trembled. Eijiro nodded in agreement, moving his hand and wiping his tears. "I'm sorry, Bakugo." Katsuki nodded at him. "We should tell Sora we found him, Rabbit," Tetsu croaked. The group agreed and they headed back to Aizawa. "Damn it, you had me worried." Did he mean that? Eijiro thought to himself while he said it in with the class. Was the Almighty, better than everyone, doesn't care about anyone but himself, worried about him? Was he? End of chapter 8.